Hey Cancer, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So meditating on the energies for you, I was hearing let the process unfold. So is there something that you guys are working on, some sort of goal that you are looking to achieve? I'm also feeling that there's a need to be patient. Nobody ever wants to hear that, but that patience is really going to help get you to where you're going. I'm also getting like investment energy. So you may be investing in something for the long term goal. You may be actually investing in the market, whatever it is. But those are just the energies that I was picking up. So we're going to do a general reading for you guys. Oh, we got compassion. I love this. Beautiful. And you guys are naturally very compassionate. Cancers, you are the mothers, you are the nurturers, and the compassion piece is always something that I really admire in you guys. And then we have the Seeker at the bottom of the deck. So some of you may be seeking more compassion in your life. You're looking for more heartfelt connections or heartfelt experience. I feel like you're wanting to go deeper into this. So also, if you guys are interested in any personal readings, the link for it is in the description box below, and I would love to read you. So, all right, Cancer, let's get fully into it here. We're doing the Audacity deck. I love this deck. All right, Spirit, what's going on for my Cancers? What's happening with you guys? Death. Woo! And I'm recording this on the new moon in Scorpio. So there is a level of death and rebirth. So some sort of shedding of the old skin. And we are also in the year of the snake. So learning the lessons to release the things that are just not in alignment with where you're going, with what you want to do with your life. But there is also a big resurrection energy. And I love that in this card, it almost looks like from a distance that she is underwater. So there's some sort of like defying the odds. Despite all odds, if you allow the time to move forward, it will be successful or you will move through something. And then we have the bottle at the bottom of the deck. So there is a big level of like seeking something. What is it that you guys are needing? Because I feel like you are really craving a level of emotional depth. And that is something that you want reflected to you. And then we have material and spiritual prosperity. Love this. This is beautiful. So some of you may be using your gifts of compassion, of love, of kindness, and fueling it into your spiritual endeavors, or you may be creating some sort of business. But the huge fountains here, this all was not built overnight. There was a gradual process that you have to really continue to invest in and support that. Even if the results are going to take a little while, it's knowing the long term, being in it for the long term gains and the feeling that you want from doing this thing in your life. And then we have prosperity begins. So yeah, some beautiful energies coming here. I also am getting that some of you are possibly changing careers, or you're going towards a more soul and heartfelt career path. So, all right, Spirit, we're going to do heart of a reading for Cancer. Spirit, what's going on? Woo, Magician. I love this. Alchemize. Beautiful, beautiful. What are you guys attracting? Drop it in the comments. Okay. Ooh, yep, got the moon, so you are out. You are out on the table. Beautiful. Okay. Hanged Man. What is in the future? Awesome. Oof, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys have 5 major arcanas out of a 7-card spread. So there's a really big shift, and there's a really big lesson that is calling your attention. So we've got the Devil at the bottom of the deck. So I really feel like you guys are putting an end to any sort of toxic attachments, anything that's keeping you bound, keeping you, kind of like strained. This could be people, could be a job, whatever it is that is siphoning your energy. You're really looking at this and you're like, I'm so tired of being in this cycle. I'm tired of being in low energies. I'm tired of being in places that I don't want to be. I'm tired of hanging around people who I don't want to hang around. I just feel like there's a really big up level that is happening for you. And I also see here that you're looking at some of your fears and some illusions. We have 6 planets in retrograde right now. So there's a lot of revisiting, recycling, redoing. And I think that this retrograde period is asking all of us to look more inward, look at the depths really of what's going on here. And if you are wanting to move forward with something, what may be stalling your progress? Is it a fear of failure? Is it a level of self-doubt that you can't manifest this? But you guys are in a level of manifesting. This is you. This is the heart of your reading. So you are alchemizing anything that has caused you any sort of pain. You are now utilizing your gifts, your knowledge, your wisdom to either help heal yourself, or you are using this to help heal others. And there's a level of balance here in the future for you, which is amazing. And I really think that you are looking for things that fill your cup, things that allow you to be in more of a secure and a compassionate space. And I think that that is amazing. In the past, we have the Hanged Man. And I'm going to get some clarifiers on some of these cards, this being one of them. So in the past, you have felt stalled, kind of stuck, a little stagnant. But I feel like this is a period of time that was needed for you to really suspend and to gain perspective on where you are. And I'm so thankful for these moments in the journey because it allows you to kind of catch your breath and to check in with you of where you are. This is also the Odin card, so gaining wisdom. He hung from the Yggdrasil tree for 9 days and gained the wisdom of the runes. So there's some sort of gaining of knowledge during this time. So I'm going to get some clarifiers on that. Spirit, why is the Hangman here in the past for Cancer? 9 of Pentacles, okay. Page of Cups. And we have Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like you made a decision to move away from a certain dynamic, certain person who may have been emotionally immature, who wasn't meeting you on the depths, the emotional depths that you require. And the reason why I say that is because we have the 9 of Pentacles, clarifying the Hangman, and we have the Page of Cups, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. So some of you may have been dealing with an earth sign who was just moving too slowly, or it really just wasn't going anywhere. But I feel like there was another place that you wanted to invest your time, invest your energy, somewhere that's going to be more of a mature energy that is going to invest back into you. Because I feel like there may have been a little bit of one-sidedness. And you have the Fool at the bottom of the deck here. So taking a leap, taking a chance on this new life where you are able to feel more independent, more in your energy, and where you can manifest the life that you want without this, without the bindings and the chains that either a job or a person has put on you. And this took a lot of courage. It took a lot of faith and strength to move out of this process. And at the bottom here, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So you are investing in your home, you're nesting, you're nurturing your finances, investing. She's all about her creature comforts too. So I think you guys are fueling back into you a level that you haven't been able to do before. And I love the pentacle represented in this because this is sacral chakra work. This is healing because she has healed parts of her that may have been codependent or, wounded, or any sort of things that left her feeling unworthy. She has healed that, and she has made a better foundation because she has done that inner work, and because she has really built a sense of security within herself because she did the inner work. She wasn't looking outside of herself. And I think that's where you guys are. You're not necessarily relying on other people for, validation. You're not looking externally. Now you are doing the work to really reflect that out to attract other people or other dynamics. And then I love that we have the Justice in your future, in your mind's eye, because this is total balance. This is Libra energy. So I'm gonna get some clarification on that. Spirit, why is the Justice here in the future for Cancer? Temperance, patience. Yeah, there's definitely a level of needing to just be patient, be still, rest. Ace of Wands. Okay. So some of you really did or are being called to walk away, and this keeps coming up, walk away from this devil. So we have the Eight of Cups here. So clarifying the Justice, we have the Temperance came out first, the Eight of Cups, and we have the Four of Swords. So I think that there was some strategy that was needed for this planned exit. And I think that you are healing. If you have already moved on, you are healing those parts of, the grieving process of leaving a situation. But I think that you are really restoring your heart. You are really sinking into those deep parts of you that nobody else can see and nobody else can feel. And except for water signs, we feel all the things. But I think that you are really gaining a sense of stability within you. And you are being able to fuel that compassion to you. So, all right, what else do we have going on here? I'm gonna get some tea leaves. Spirit, what else is happening for Cancer? Chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. Yep. Yep. I feel like there's just a difference in resonance. There's just some level of one-sidedness that you're not being met with mutual either respect or compassion. We have dark woman dealings or relationships with a woman with dark complexion or hair. This could be anybody. Or somebody with more feminine features, whatever. But this is really about doing the deep soul emotional work, Fox. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. So foxes can also be kind of manipulative. So somebody may have been more narcissistic, manipulative tendencies, looking to you for supply. Often that dynamic plays out in narcissism, where narcissists really attach to empaths because they validate their need for, supply, for sustenance. And I feel like that has left you feeling so drained, and something within you has opened up to be like, this is wrong. This is not right for me. I have to leave this. I have to let this go because I am worthy of so much more. I am worthy of kindness and love and, just a really deep, profound connection that I have not been getting. And it takes a lot to repair from any sort of toxic dynamics, because it often happens when you're in so deep with this other person that you gain the clarity of, this is what this is and I need to get out of it. But I think you're really in a place, or you're moving towards a place of restoration, and that's exactly where you need to be. Really not being hyper vigilant about things, but I also think that you are focusing on the passions that light you up, the things that give you that inner fire and that inner spark. Some of you may be traveling. I see this in your crowning position. So you may be going to music festivals and, just going to performances or things that just fuel you up, get you amped. And that is also a form of self-care. Music is so, so healing. So focusing on that and taking yourself out on dates, doing the things that you love. And now you don't have to answer to anybody. And what a beautiful place to be. All right, Spirit, what advice is here for Cancer? What advice? Speak up. Love this. Yeah. What are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever. It's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy. So some of you may be dealing with specific dynamics, or you may have been enmeshed in this person's social life as well. You too may have been, enmeshed in that. And I think that you may be trying to downplay some of the hurt or the betrayal that has happened to you. And don't let that harbor in your energy, because it does only you harm. So if you need to journal it out, if you need to write it down, release it with the full moon, anything like that, speak to a counselor, speak to a trusted energy healer. You can't keep this in your field. It has to move. And then this says, keep going. It may feel as though you've been on this path or journey for so long, and you may even wonder if you're making any progress towards your dreams. This message is a loving reminder for you to keep going. You're almost there. Yeah. So keep going on your dreams, on your goals, on your wishes, and keep going on feeling back into you and noticing that you are the magician. You are the magic. And whatever you are focusing on, that will grow. And presence. Yeah. Be sure to be present. Often, if you have been through some sort of trauma, it's really hard to be present because you want to be anywhere but present. But this is, I'm going to call this restoration of the heart, because this is just you gaining sustenance from you. And I love that. I think that's absolutely beautiful. So All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate. Please like, share, subscribe, all the things. I would love to connect with you deeper. But if this has helped, please drop a comment below. But I will see you on the next one. Love you, Cancer. Bye.